welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make chocolate no-bake cookies. The first thing I've done today is made sure that I went and got all my ingredients for two reasons. First of all, you should always be prepared for whatever you're going to do. Second of all, it's always really bad when you start making cookies and you find out that you don't have the ingredients that you need. So it's a really good thing to make sure that you have the ingredients before you start your cookies. The recipe today is chocolate no-bakes, like I said. And it's a stovetop recipe, and then we're going to drop them just on the pan. They don't ever cook in the oven. So the first thing in our recipe is 2 cups of sugar. So we're going to go ahead and put 2 cups in the pan. This is a 1/3 measuring cup, so I put in 6 cups or 6 scoops of sugar. The next thing in the recipe is a 1/2 cup of cocoa. I always do everything over the pan, just so if I spill anything, it just goes right in the pan I'm working with anyway. There's my 1/2 cup of cocoa. The next thing is a 1/2 cup of oleo, which is just 1 stick of butter, half cup of milk, which I did not get out previously, but I was aware that I had plenty of milk. And the next item is a dash of salt. Once we have that dash of salt in, we're going to go ahead and turn on the fire. And we're going to now boil it. We're going to mix and boil this, and it has to come to a full boil for a minute. We're not talking about just boiling it, just a little boil. The whole pan has got to be at a full boil. If you try and not give it the full minute, they will not set completely and they will become gooey. So I'm going to go ahead and keep mixing this up, and we're going to get to that full boil for a whole minute. It has to do a full boil. Once we do this, we're going to remove it from the heat. We're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to add 3 cups of oatmeal, and I always buy the quick oats. And then it's optional. Some people can put in a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. We don't do that in my household because I'm allergic to peanut butter, so that would not be a good thing. So we're just going to stop there, but it is optional to add a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. It's actually a good recipe if you have grandchildren or small children. My granddaughter helps me make these cookies all the time. She really likes to make these. Okay, we have a good full boil, so now I'm going to watch the clock and wait for a minute. Okay, now we have a minute. So now we're going to add our 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I did turn the heat off. I'm going to get out my 3 cups of oatmeal. Make sure I got my 3 cups. I'm going to go ahead and add it in, and we'll stir it up. Once you stir it up, it should basically look like this. Hopefully you guys can see it well. Now all I'm going to do is take a spoon, and I'm going to scoop it up, and I'm just going to put it on a cookie sheet. Some people use 2 spoons for this. I just use 1. I use 1. Some people take the other one to scrape it off. I'm just going to go ahead and fill the whole cookie sheet up, and then I'm going to just leave them here to dry, and then we'll be ready to eat them later. So, thank you for joining me. Oh, one last thing, I'm sorry. You want to scoop this pretty quick because it will set up in the pan, so it's always good to keep going and getting it all cleaned up. But thank you for joining me in my kitchen today.